Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of an experiment called Life, brought to you by, drumroll, Punchline Nutrition. So this here is Neuro Boost. It's a brain and focus formula. So I am very excited to announce that I have started a supplement company, which is really cool. I've always really been into supplements. I just health and wellness, fitness, trying to get in shape over here. And supplements are something I've been taking for quite a while, and I really, really like them. So I thought I would start a little supplement company on the side and see how that goes. So anyway, if you like supplements or know anyone, go to Punchline Nutrition, check it out. You're going to love it. So this episode of an experiment called Life, I am looking to recap my 14-day water fast and then also talk about failure. So those are the two things that I kind of wanted to go on. As always, this will be pretty loose, so I don't really know where to start. I don't know if I start with the fasting. The fast is by far the favorite thing I do every year. There's nothing that I do that after I'm done I feel better about. I feel very confident. My self-esteem is very high after. I feel healthier. I'm happier with my body, my appearance, my mind, just getting away from everything. Like this year I really was isolated. Like normally I did it in Jasper and Banff, but there's a lot of other campers around. This year I did Kinbasket Lake and the Kakwa Mountains along the McGregor River, and I rarely saw people over the 2 weeks. I saw maybe 4 people, I think, in 2 weeks. And just being that time alone, you really get to just think about your thoughts and what you're doing and what you really want to do and what you're trying to get out of life. And it was also very, very nice to spend that time with my dog. My dog Finley's towards the end of it all, man. He's like 14 and a half, and just getting to be there with him was very, very fun, and it was very good to get to spend those beautiful moments with him. Now, something that the fast does for me, I think it's the one thing every year that allows me to keep going. So I very often feel like a failure. Like, that's the thing. Here I am live from my parents' basement. And I will tell you, it's not cool to be 36 years old back in your parents' basement. Like, it sucks. So I do that fast, and then I put the RV away for the year, and I just park in my parents' driveway, and then I'm either in my parents' basement or on my parents' boat in Vancouver, or I go to Australia. I do that for like 3 months. But it sucks, man. Like, you feel like a loser. Like, there's no way to put it that, I don't know, I talked to some people about it, like my buddy Scott, and he made it sound a lot cooler, where, like, not cooler, but just better. He's like, dude, it's not like you're just like a guy living in your parents' basement. He's like, you're out chasing something and doing shit, and you just happen to be in your parents' basement for this period of time. But it sucks, dude. Like, I don't know, you can't, I can't really seem to find a way to dress it up that makes it cool. And then there's just a lot of things like that in my life. Like, I just feel constantly like a failure. It's like I can never get the body that I desire to get. I can't seem to make relationships work. I can't seem to get my company to the level I want to get it to. Can't get my comedy to get to the level I want. And it just feels like you're constantly failing at life over and over and over. And that fast is one thing that I do that when I'm done, I go, look, man, you did it. Like, it's one thing, it's a very hard thing. You go 14 days without food and you finish it, and then your self-esteem goes up because you're like, look, man, you're not a failure. You said you were going to do this really hard thing and you did it. And the one thing about the fast, I guess, is that, like, it's something that only you are your only obstacle, really. Which I think that is. I think you're always your biggest obstacle in life in general. But, like, in those other pursuits, right? Like, getting your business to the level you need it to. Like, I require people to want to come and see my comedy and buy tickets to my show, and I can't force people to do that. I mean, obviously the answer is to put out a better product and get better at marketing and just keep working at it, and then more people will come. So I feel in control, but it's just not as much control, I guess. And relationships, like, I can't make someone love me. Like, that's not something that I get to choose whether they love me or not. And so I feel like I fail at that regularly. and my comedy, yeah, I don't know. But the one thing you can't control is whether or not I put food in my mouth. So when I go to do this fast, that's just me versus me. And when I complete it, it makes me feel like not a failure. You're like, okay, you can do some things that you're trying to do. And then after you finish it, it's like, well, if you could do that, what else can you do? And then it kind of just starts carrying over into your life. And so now I'm really focused. I mean, I started that supplement company, and I really, really want to work on my health and fitness. And I want to get the body that I've always dreamed of having. Dude, it's so funny. Like growing up, I used to read muscle magazines. I thought that's just what you looked like when you grew up. You know, I was just like, oh man, I can't wait to be jacked. Like that's going to be so cool. Like the guy on the cover with the abs and just chiseled. I thought that's just what happened when you became an adult male. And boy, was I wrong, you know? So I really want to try and focus on that right now, as well as the Hunger for Laughs tours coming up. And if I can just buckle down and get that to be successful, then, you know, that'll be another one. And just trying to get some wins. I have my special taping coming up in the new year, which is very exciting. But the thing that I think, I mean, the fast does for self-esteem, but the one thing that I'm able to do that I think really keeps me going is I maintain a very positive outlook of the future. Like, yeah, I think a lot of things right now in my life aren't going the way that I want them to go. But I just really believe from the bottom of my heart that it's not going to stay this way. Like, I really think that you're going to get everything you ever dreamed of. You just have to keep working and have to find a way to keep pushing through these obstacles and barriers. And you're going to get there. Like, it's just a matter of time and willpower and just not quitting. So I think that like one day I will have all the things. I will get out of my parents' basement, and I will be able to get my own place one day, and I will be a husband and a father, and I will be a very successful comedian and entrepreneur and businessman. And I just have to keep working at it. And you know, you're gonna do it, kid. Like, you're gonna be fine. Just to keep going and take care of little child Alex. Let him keep playing, and you'll get there. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that's like a very important thing, is being able to have something to look forward to. Because I think that's kind of like the whole key to happiness, really, is that. And I remember that when I was younger, when I had my first girlfriend, Denise Goodell. And when she broke up with me, like I used to be so excited every morning to go to school because I knew I got to see Denise. And then when she broke up with me, I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to go to school. And I was like, dude, why does life suck so much right now? Like, I don't want to do anything. And you're like, well, it's because you don't have something to look forward to. Every day you were waking up and you were excited to go see this girl. So you were looking forward to something every day. And then when that was gone, you didn't have something in that place to look forward to. And I think that's a very important part of life, like just really having something in the future that you're looking forward to and then trying to get that. And I think if you have that, you can get through a lot of things. Like, you can find a way to get up and put one foot in front of the other every day if there's something that you're looking forward to. And I think you have to have a good why behind it. Seems to be another big driver. Because some days, like, if it's just something that you want, you really will just like, I don't really care to do this, you know, I don't want to do that, it's so much work. But when you think of other things, like I just think of like this, like my parents have sacrificed so goddamn much for me, and having to have their son, their 36-year-old son, back in their goddamn basement every fall is like, I just feel like such a burden to everyone. So you're like, okay, on the day you don't feel like it, just get up and make it happen for mama, you know? So yeah, anyway, those are my thoughts. And the fast is a very good thing. So thank you guys for watching another episode of An Experiment Called Life. Go to hungerforlaughs.com. Make sure you get your tickets. Tell your friends. It's going to be very, very fun. We've got some amazing shows, some amazing charities we've partnered with. And yeah, most of all, it's just a very good time. Like, I promise if you come to the show, you'll leave feeling better when you got there. And if you buy tickets now, you'll have something to look forward to, which is the key to happiness we learned. Okay? So I love you guys, and take care of each other, and I'll see you soon.